This playthrough is rated M for mature. This mystery is getting very fishy. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Sherlock Holmes the Awakened. In the last episode, we continued on our quest to find the missing boy and found out that looks like some interesting stuff was going on, like either a cult or secret organization underneath the wharf was drugging up people to make them compliant so they could do whatever weird stuff down there. We found a man who'd been like disemboweled, like chopped up, and then also like just things came out of him, and it was a very heinous sight for something that in a Sherlock Holmes game of all things. So now we gotta, put our clues together and see where this leads us to next. So, all right, we have to take everything we learned from previously, but let's see if you have anything to say.
What do you make of this, Holmes?
Of course you don't. I wonder if there's anything to interact with it. I mean, I have to go to my workbench, but I was just seeing if anything. I didn't think so. Okay. Actually, I think... Let's see. It might be over here now. Because I think after we get that broken statue... Maybe it's in the later games, but I think it makes an appearance in the house somewhere. Also, I think in later games that Frogwares did, at least until to a certain point, you could spot the statuette just like at random spots during the game, just to remind you that the Awakened happened at some point during this universe. But anyway. Okay, so let's see. Now we have to begin our analysis. Alright, let's open up this metal box first. So, alright, opening it up. Provide some white powder. Lovely. I wonder what you can do with that powder. Perhaps it has something to do with your nose or something like that. You know what they say? Follow your nose. It always knows the flavor of dirt, wherever it goes. Let's see. Looks like it's got that same stuff in it from before.
And there, it is done. This is a very fine powder.
Yeah, the lumps, the Maori's lumps or whatever. Similar to what we found there. So this is similar to that. Whatever he called it from before. So. Okay, let's back up. Let's double check these again just to make sure they're the same thing.
Perhaps if I apply heat?
Well, I think I can. I shall. Mr. Holmes. Oh. There we go.
That smell. Undoubtedly a derivative of opium and morphine. This is the same compound on the ball found at Stennick's place.
How goes it, Holmes? What is the result of your analysis?
Without question, this is clearly a derivative of opiate. Something still troubles me, though. The facts indicate this substance must have been used in large quantities. But no English druggist could provide such an amount. Far too risky. And I do not believe British customs would allow such a large quantity to pass through unremarked.
Well, I am convinced of quite the opposite, Holmes.
How can that be, Watson? Explain your reasoning.
Please remember that as a doctor, I am accustomed to the use of various compounds, including powerful derivatives such as distilled opiates. Those imported from the continent enjoy a special status with British customs, who do not bother the shipments and take little note of the quantities inside. Such shipments are easily identified by their labels. They always bear the identifying mark of the particular medical academy within that country which has an agreement with our own governing academy. Though I can't determine the precise country of origin, I would swear the label scrap left on this crate is one such as this.
Doctor, I will never get to the end of your possibilities. You have solved this little riddle for us. Quickly, and waste no time, we must get ourselves to the custom inspector's office at the harbour.
What, now? Can't it wait for our tea? Oh, coming, Holmes.
Yeah, science waits for no man, or cases don't get solved by just sitting around, so all right, we want to go to the I guess it'd be warehouse number 13 in this case. Yeah, you can actually travel to other locations if you just want to go straight to them and now in the future. So yeah, I guess Yeah, we want to get to the Cursed Mermaid and go in there. So I like, even though I like Holmes, you know, knowing stuff because because just the way he works as a character. I do like when Watson gets in some moments to shine. Like there's an area of expertise that Holmes could read up on, but maybe he's just aware of certain ground stuff that maybe Holmes just kind of bypasses. You know, so it gives him a chance to you know, give a moment to. Anyway, where's the old man? Guess he ran off with his new hand to have a hand time. Give himself a hand, if you know what I mean. So, all right. Hey, buddy.
Sir, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, and no. Tell me, where can I find the customs agent?
The man's name is Beddoes, and at this time of day, you'll likely find him on the pier near a ship.
Thank you. You have been most helpful.
Pleasure to be of service, sir.
Okay, remember the custom shack that we saw before? Well, we have to head back there, so let's, there's a, actually, he doesn't have anything to say, does he? Fine. Oh, you're not, usually you teleport around, so, I think it was the next game that he does that, but anyway.
Have you found anything of importance, sir?
Never mind. Alright, let's head on to the customs agent, which is just across, isn't it near the Nepalese house? I mean, technically I could teleport there, I guess. So. No, he's not here. But there's the note. Yeah, we saw that earlier. O'Reilly. Now we can read it for real this time. So, O'Reilly, the child came and said that Sandra was given birth and that she claims me to be the father. The boat is clear and you'll easily find the registers not far away. Philo.
Let us hope that these registers contain what we need. They must be here, somewhere.
Like here?
Aha, these must be the registers. This one concerns special imports. Nothing definite or comprehensible here. All that they mention is that these goods were stored in warehouse 16. I see nothing further of interest here. Best to leave these ledgers as we found them.
Don't want to add extra evidence or whatever. So, alright, we need to go to warehouse number 16, which, now pops up on our thing here, which is nice.
The iron boxes were stored here. A careful search of the place might reveal some valuable evidence.
Just to show you where we're at, there's the bridge, there's the cursed, there's the pub right there, but yeah. And we see, some footprints going there from the, we don't need to check the footprints now, but I'm just showing you where they go, but okay. Actually, I think, let's see, can we actually, let's see.
I see no way of opening this door.
Filthy tar, my shoes are thick with it.
Okay.
Hold on, Watson. These traces have much to tell us. Regard how they resemble those nearby.
There's a key here. Can't grab, won't let me grab it for some reason, so.
The size is undoubtedly 7. The shoes are also hard-soled.
So same foot size as the one we've seen before. Key there. Let's see.
The right shoe is missing a nail. Ah, Watson, our case would have been better served if I had applied the intelligence God granted me. If you ever have a mind to chronicle this adventure, I fear your readers will be much disappointed. I should have examined that area of the warehouses with more care, because this footstep is similar to those found at Stenix. We have only to follow to learn where they lead.
All right. Well, the footsteps found in Mr. Stenwick's garden bear a striking similarity to one of the set of footsteps found in front of Warehouse 16. They both are size 7, are fully shod, and have a nail missing from the sole of the right shoe. Okay, and now we can follow the actual footprints to the next location, which is over this way. So obvious. So easy. Ta-da.
I need something. I need something.
The key. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on the knife one, so. Ooh.
Here is a tab. This one is less damaged.
Black Edelweiss, 1896, 16.9, or 11, I mean. Huh.
Excellent. We now know the source of these illicit goods. Watson, we shall now return to Baker Street. There is much to be done.
All right. Back to Baker Street it is then.
Have we received any word from Mycroft?
It seems to me there is a letter on the table for you. Perhaps it is from Mycroft.
Yeah, that was kind of creepy, though, because we teleported there and we're looking at Holmes, even though we're Watson, but shouldn't we be... whatever. Sherlock, the Northwood Agency is based in Boston, Massachusetts, America. They engage in a wide variety of confidential investigations, but generally they are regarded as specialists in That's not international, is it? No, it's interracial. Interracial? Searches for missing people or works of art. They have a solid reputation built upon an outstanding record of successful results. Amos Colby was employed in Europe as one of their operatives, and he corresponds to the description you gave. Unfortunately, the details of his last case were confidential. As for now, I have included an approximate translation of the characters that you discovered, though it was rough and, I must admit, rather enigmatic. Yours sincerely, Mycroft. Let's see, another note. That your grubs go through the either stars like maggot and fruit. This is the translation. Wait for your awakening to honor you, light of the abyss. He is the one that you chose to show us the beauty of deep blackness. Light of abyss. He is the one who carries your mark on the body. He became one of yours. The light of the abyss. For his call, depths, and answers, and we shall answer in your name. Light of abyss. His body is seaweed. His body is octopus. His voice is your voice. Let the dream of the return of the great be fulfilled.
So, the poor devil who lay under this warehouse was indeed the owner of the passport embellished with the drawing made in blood. His thumb was gashed. He is most assuredly the one who made the drawing during his captivity. But what brought him to this place? Furthermore, if this detective agency has any standing, it rests on the reputation of its associates. They are rightly regarded as proven professionals. Therefore, this dying man's last efforts were to leave clues for those who might come after him. Remember, Watson, this man's forefinger was also coated with dust, and we found drawing drawn in that very same dust upon the floor.
Exactly, Holmes. An addition symbol was there, placed within a rectangle.
Let us consider the facts, Watson. A number of people were taken by force underneath Warehouse 12, drugged, and then transferred in boxes by ship to some as of yet unknown destination. For the moment, London has nothing more to tell us. These people, whoever they are, have a small advantage. We should give them no more. We must make our departure, but to what destination? Wait, Watson! I have a sudden thought. What do an edelweiss and a rectangle containing an addition symbol signify to you?
Where should we go next? Well, if you've been paying attention to the story, you know we've been told it before. What's the only other location that's been mentioned in the game this whole time? Well, I'll type it out for you. Switzerland. I think that's how, I think I pronounced it. Yeah.
Switzerland, of course. Watson, we shall divide our tasks. I shall report the particulars of Mr. Colby's death, as this affair requires the utmost in tact and discretion.
Well, I never. Thank you, I am sure.
Watson, you know I'm impersonal, each man to his specialty. I rely on you to book passage for 2 to the continent immediately. And, Watson, see what you can learn of an institute called the Black Edelweiss and determine if it is located in Switzerland. If this place can be found, I believe it holds the answers that we seek. Now, hurry, man, the game is on.
Hold on, Holmes, you are reading some penny dreadful. Here I thought to find you deep in some ancient news clippings, seeking similarities with our case, and yet you waste your time reading some outlandish adventure based upon some improbable hero.
Beware of considering popular literature as unworthy of our interest, Watson. Besides, am I not myself considered by some of your readers as an improbable hero living out outlandish adventures?
Holmes, you go too far.
Let's not speak on this, Watson.
This horrible statuette gives my nerves a shake, Holmes. This trip to Switzerland, it brings back unpleasant associations, doesn't it?
Watson, those events should remain where they belong, in the past. However, I will not be joining you in Switzerland. When the train arrives in Lyon, I'm afraid we must part company, as I have business elsewhere that will take some time.
But Holmes...
As a doctor, your impeccable credentials will allow you to ably advance our investigation at the Black Edelweiss Institute. My presence would likely only arouse suspicion and harm our cause. I am writing the name of a Swiss policeman on this piece of paper. He is stationed at the village near the Institute and is a most reliable and capable man. Turn to him should you entertain even the slightest suspicions during your visit.
And you, Holmes?
As for me, Watson, I will investigate this case from the other side. Keep your wits about you, Watson. Should you witness anything out of the ordinary, no matter how trifling it seems, go immediately to the valley and ask for Superintendent Bilger. I know him. He's a trustworthy fellow and has been informed of your presence in his district. He should prove to be an able ally.
Here now, this is hardly reassuring. Coachman, wait for me here.
Are you up here out of nowhere? I think it's the same guy. But yeah, I told you the statue is going to make random appearances during this story, and it makes the random appearances during the other games as well. For those who are curious what story he's mentioning when they said about the bad incident in Switzerland, it's a short story by Arthur Conan Doyle called The Final Problem, where, spoilers for the story, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Sherlock Holmes dies, defeating Moriarty. They both fall at the falls in that story. So Sherlock dies in that story. That's like the final story of Sherlock Holmes, is him defeating Moriarty but dying in the process when they go over the falls. I forgot how in this game world, I forgot how they explained how he survived. I think they explained in one of the games, if I recall, but I don't remember. It's been a long time. It might have been in like Jack the Ripper or maybe the Nemesis game or something like that. But okay, back from the spoilers. So yeah, a short story by Arthur Conan Doyle is where that's from, for those who want to read it. The Final Problem. So.
How can I help you, Mynheer?
Good day, sir. I am Dr. Watson. I have just come from London, and...
You must see Fraulein Muller. Please, if you could. She is over there.
Ah, yes, we were supposed to find Mueller, so alright. Mr. Guy.
She was so impatient to receive your visit. She has made remarkable progress. But the doctor can explain everything far better than I. Look, here she is now. My little daughter.
Yeesh. Yeah, she looks like she looks happy and healthy. Oy. Yeah, remember mental health healing and stuff like that was definitely not very well. Like a lot of times, the way to fix the health of the mentally disabled or mentally challenged or mentally afflicted was to basically cut pieces of their brains out or shock them to death, and hopefully the electrical shocks would fix their brain. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. You should look into the original concepts of asylums and stuff like that. It's pretty heinous. But that's how it was back in the day. Like, science really didn't blow up until the 1900s and onwards, you know. A lot of science pictures. And a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. Actually, it kind of looks like Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard was an old show. I forgot what channel it was on at home. Was it PBS or something like that? It might have been something similar to PBS. But it was just an old man who talked about science. He was a dry show, but I thought it was interesting. It definitely didn't pick up with kids super well because, like I said, he was more dry science, while people later on, like Bill Nye and Beekman's World, tried to spruce it up a bit. But I kind of liked Mr. Wizard at the time. I don't even know if anyone remembers that, or look that up someday just to see if I can. Oh yeah, and it's hard to take this game seriously when they reuse a couple models we've already seen already. I mean, that's basically the captain with a different shade. So, you know. But here's the orderlies. Ugh. Hello, miss. Anything to interact with outside of her? Oh, we can actually interact with them.
I should leave these good people to their reconciliation. I should leave these good people to
I feel like she probably got a lobotomy or something like that. Who knows? Is it the same with everybody?
I should leave
Okay.
Bad weather, eh?
As you say, mein Herr.
Jeez, that's creepy. Yeah, old time computer graphics. It's for tracking, and so because they track you, it does like the robotic thing where they look at you. So kind of works in a game like this when you think about it.
Good day, miss. I am Dr. Watson. I believe you have word of my visit.
Indeed, Doctor. Your letter said you wished to speak with Dr. Gyjax. I will see if he is ready to receive you.
Thank you, miss.
Okay, well, there we go.
Good morning, Dr. Watson. I must say, I viewed your letter with both astonishment and pride. You want to know more about our methods of treatment in order to compare them with those applied in your country.
Indeed, Doctor. I am sure that we British could learn a great deal from our colleagues on the continent.
You are quite right, my dear Doctor. But this professional consultation could have been managed with greater efficiency and ease by correspondence. I'm sure you can understand my time, as is yours, is quite valuable. Pray tell, what precisely brought you to the Black Edelweiss, Dr. Watson?
It is quite simple. Through some random events, I encountered a man who was a former patient of yours. His actions suggested that he was suffering from such disorders as...
Good morning. I am Amos Colby from the Northwood Agency of Boston, Massachusetts.
Is something wrong, Doctor?
Upon my word, this man who claims to be from the Northwood Agency is an obvious fraud. The true Amos Colby died and was buried just a few days ago in London. I must now tell you everything. I am here because one of your staff has engaged in a dangerous trade between this institution and parties in England. Moreover, those activities are tied to a murderous sect, which...
And you think that this man could be one of them?
Indeed. It is entirely within reason that he is here to eliminate any traces of their criminal enterprise, if you see my meaning.
Indeed I do, Doctor. Let me show you out.
I trust that...
Please return at this same time tomorrow, and I promise I will be entirely at your disposal. But I entreat you, please maintain complete discretion on these matters. May I depend on your cooperation?
Most assuredly, but...
Good morning, sir. How may I be of assistance?
You can start by telling your men to all take a few steps back. Then we can have a nice friendly...
Very interesting. We have indications of a personality breakdown and related paranoia. I must ask you to come with me to the examination room so we can reveal your deeper problems. Do not worry. It's nothing serious.
Stand where you are.
I need something. If I fill it with water, the doctor will have only a harmless injection to use. And there, it is done.
Several drops alone will be enough to sedate a horse. There. That's excellent. Kunz, throw him into the holding chamber.
I would feel more comfortable without this costume. However, I am here and in proper place due to Watson's singular assistance. I must remember to thank him later. Let's hope he will act according to our plan. My next move is to learn if the London kidnapper has some accomplice here.
Okay, so yeah, obviously it was Sherlock Holmes in an outfit. You could tell by the voice. But this is not the first time that Sherlock has manipulated Watson into doing exactly what he needed to do to get through to the scene. He needed Watson to, point him out so that they would capture us. Now, the reason I did what I did with that talking is I basically took the syringe and the sedative and syringe and used on the water. Now, all that does is if you don't do that fast enough, it just it affects your gameplay for a while. You get hazy and loopy because you've been hit with a sedative, but you could still play. It's just I just skipped a part while doing that. So yeah, we're back in our regular outfit, so no reason to be like this. But now we have our outfit: top coat, hat, hairpiece, and the sedative we grabbed. So it looks like we're in with our fine fellow over here. Got ourselves a spoon. Spoon! Alright, Tick.
Lord, what a stench. This wretch reeks of alcohol. Taking into account his state, he has also been dosed with a good amount of some soporific.
Yeah, like I said, back in the day, they would just drug people or, like I said, shock them or whatever, so just to keep them quiet. Yeah. It's just how it was. So, alright, well anyway, let's grab this meal tin right here, meal dish. I don't think I've ever seen any of that look. That's probably foreign style, if anything, so. Oops, okay.
The nurse will return soon. I must make it appear as if I am still here. The nurse will return soon. I must make it appear as if I am still here.
I mean, there's not a timer. It's just...
I need something.
Alright, we need to dress him up now. And put the hairpiece on.
It won't be necessary.
Oh, never mind. Just the hat.
This should complete the illusion of my presence. For how long, I can't be sure.
Alright. Let's see. Okay, so now that we've pretended we're here and he's not going to rat us out, hopefully, let's pick our lock, or try to anyway. Yeah, Sherlock knows lock picking too. Of course he does.
Closed. Tight.
Alright, let's try to see if a spoon will work. Okay, so we need to figure out the tumbler here, so... Yeah, you can turn the spoon in multiple different directions to do this, so... Okay. Let's see, what can we interact with? We can interact with the... Oops. Okay, so we can interact with the spoon by clicking it here. You can also, let's like click on the numbers. And what you do is, it's kind of a weird, what's the way to explain it? It's like a, I'm trying to think of the best way. It's like the tower puzzle where you have to place these in specific ways to manipulate the puzzle. So I'll just do it. Let's see. Yeah, we just basically you can't put a heavier weight on top, or a higher weight number on top of a lower weight number. So you just have to basically even all these out in a specific order. So, well, not specific, but we're supposed to. No, well, let me. Oh, that's right. I can't. Let's see. 5 down. Oops, 5 there. 4 there. 8 there. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so now we need to do this. Sorry, I was thinking for a second. There we go. Yeah, we just have to get them 1 through 10 in order is how you do it. So, and like I said, you can't put certain weights on top of the others, so. Interesting puzzle. Not super hard. Yeah, this game really doesn't have... I would say this game's pretty overall easy in terms of puzzles. Not like the previous game. There was actually some brain twisters in that one, but in this one, it's, like I said, very few times where it's a super twister.
Closed. Tight.
I don't know. That's just how I feel about this game anyway. I noticed they did get easier. They weren't as complicated as maybe some of the old text-based Sherlock Holmes games or other versions of the game. Like, you know, for a game that's supposed to be about a man who like is a mystery and solves puzzles and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway.
I encourage all personnel to read Dr. Blensmoth's book. When you finish with it, please leave it here for your colleagues, Dr. Gygax.
Gygax? You mean Gygax? There's a silent room or whatever. Laborer, huh? Perhaps the lab?
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he will raise an alarm, and I must find some means of neutralizing him. Perhaps I could put him to sleep somehow.
Alright, so we have to find something to put him to sleep.
A medicine man is not always at the service of life.
Makes sense. Maybe he's just there to figure out.
An old puppet, almost as welcoming as Fraulein Muller.
Huh. The doll, man. The doll tells all. It's like maybe like Aztec or something like that. I was just looking at all the stuff I can interact with because I want to take these syringes here.
A scale. This won't be of any use to me.
Why were we able to interact with it then? So, anyway. Okay, I think that's it for this place for now. At least until we knock that guy out. I wonder if I can... I think technically I can get closer, but I can hold off on that, so... Alright, let's keep...
Hey, you! Hmm? What are you doing out there? Huh? You are not a nurse. Come on, get me out of here.
I'm very sorry, my friend. I can't help you as I'm just passing by.
I'm not your friend. I am Maurizio. I can promise you won't get very far if you don't set me free. My cries will bring the entire hospital on your trail.
Well, my friend, I mean Maurizio, it looks like you have logic on your side, but I don't have the key to your cell, and the door looks quite solidly built. What do you make of our dilemma?
The door may be solid, but the lock is worthless. There is a room at the end of the corridor where the repairman from the mainland stores his supplies. I am positive there is a crowbar inside. The key is hidden in a crack near the door, as he's afraid of losing it. Come back for me when you get the crowbar.
Yeah, it's like we're being blackmailed by an inmate. Great. He's just gonna squeal on us. Fine. We'll do what he wants. I mean, Sherlock Holmes is a Montcalf, huh? Sherlock Holmes would be a bit more like thoughtful about it than we are. Yeah, Maurizio. I forgot to look at the names and everything, so. Yeah, Montcalf. Actually, isn't that? Yeah, that's a reference to the Mummy game. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same guy, but yeah, it's a reference to that. Oh, maybe I could be wrong, but.
Attention. Reconstruction and installation of water pipe. Dangerous. Do not enter. We shall definitely enter.
Alright, where's the... Let's see, there's the... Where the key is.
Closed. Tight.
Oh yeah, we have to... Let's see... No, I was gonna go back there. I was like, no, that's not where we... No patient there.
Closed. Tight.
No, let's see. Leave the key on. Okay, there's the maintenance room. It was, let's see. It's like a triangle or a caliper. Sorry. See, there's the iron bar. Good old rod. Nothing beats rod. Anvil? Sure, why not? We can pick that up. It's easy. Yeah, we could pick up everything, it seems like. You know, it's like tools, everything. Not much of a handyman's room, to tell you the truth.
I must measure them first, before taking them.
Ah, I see. Alright. Okay, let's take the measurements then.
The diameter of this pipe is 18 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 10 millimeters.
10, 18.
The diameter of this pipe is 16 millimeters. The diameter of this pipe is 22 millimeters.
Okay, so we want this one. So we want the 16 millimeter one. Okay, then we want to, because of the syringe here, as you can see, you probably have an idea of what we're doing, but alright, let's fill this up. Okay, fill it up with sedative. So, and then we need to put in the pipe. We're doing this to take out that one dude, by the way. Because he said Sherlock said we needed to take him out to continue on. So I think that's it for, but yeah, we basically made an old-fashioned blowpipe. With the idea for it is from the Incans, or from that medicine man thing where they're fighting the monkeys. That's how you're supposed to know how to do that. Anyway, so let's give him the big metal bar we just had.
Bring me the crowbar, or I'll scream and bring the entire hospital down on you.
Just blow up this place and do the same thing. So, but anyway. All right, iron bar.
Bring me the crowbar, or I'll scream.
Oh, did it not equip it for some reason? There we go.
Oh, bless you. And here you are. Greetings. Careful. You best not linger here. If they find you, they will throw you down below. Into the depths. Into hell.
What's he doing there? Stop him, quickly!
Stand where you are. Ah! Ah!
It seems that Maurizio finally attracted some attention. Excellent. Now the stairs are clear and I may return upstairs.
Yeah, now I wonder if he's attacking people with those pipes. Sorry, I was distracted for a second. Alright, let's take out that nurse.
I must hide and avoid the nurse, else he...
Okay, so now that we have the blow dart, we just have to get to decent.
Their laboratory seems to have all the usual equipment. If need be, I can use this. Well done.
Yeah, you just have to get to this building, this table. As long as you have the blowtorch, blowpipe equipped, he'll use it on the nurse. Toy horsey, lovely. More books. Ooh, anatomy of a skull. Cool. Frog. Did you guys ever dissect frogs when you were younger in science class? I've done it multiple times. You stop caring about animals after a while, especially when they smell of formaldehyde. I'm trying to remember what animals we dissected in biology, and this was in high school when I was a kid. Frogs. I think we did pigs. I'm trying to remember. I think we also did fish as well. There might have been something else. We never had cats. I've heard in some schools or places they would have high schools they would have cats, or if you went to college and did biology, you'd have to cut up dead cats. So for those of you who like cats, you probably wouldn't have been a big fan of that, huh? All right. Is he out? Jeez. Anyway, I don't think that sound like drunken noises. It sound like sleeping noises, but whatever. Take the remaining stones and convert them to cash, then buy back the rest of the goods as Schnitzer asked. I want all this to be settled before my departure.
This is a letter from Gygax, as this is clearly his signature. I don't understand. Stones? What stones could he mean?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Gygax, or at least I'm familiar with it because, you know, Gary Gygax, you know, it's a pleasure to meet you, you know. But, rest in peace. I actually got to meet him once before he passed. It was at like a Gen Con. God, was it like 2012 or something like that, or 2011? Something like that. It was a long time ago. Just like basically just the standard shook his hand, thanked him for everything, and that's pretty much it. It was one of those, you catch him in a weird spot and you're like, you don't want to bug him, so.
This box contains bottles labelled Black Edelweiss, which are identical to those found in the London sect hideouts. As I suspected, they most definitely came from here. I will take one.
Alright, took some Black Edelweiss. In a room at the Black Edelweiss, I found some boxes with labeled bottles identical to those found at the Secret Temple in London. They are quite unique and must have been shipped from here, and this proves a link between the sect and the Institute, which is a private hospital of Dr. Gygax.
Strange. These appear to be pink crystals.
Too much pink energy is bad for you.
These boxes contain chlorine.
Ooh. Yeah, you might have to hit first person mode for that one, maybe. I mean, already in it, but you know what I mean. I like these old diagrams. Cute. The mind, its power, its secret. It is not about magic. In fact, everything is a question of will. We are sometimes surprised by a young child's vigor and force of action. The point to consider is that when a child moves to act, all their being and will are focused on that one action, and they move without the slightest inhibition, which might paralyze an adult. A man who wants to leap across the trench first considers what would become of him if he should fail or fall, or he might consider his landing and how to avoid a nasty sprain. Even worse are the results of acting under the gaze of some silly young woman he seeks to impress. All these distractions prevent the man from concentrating all his will and strength on leaping across the trench, which reduces his chances of success. If this man, like a child, acted as though nothing else existed or mattered at this moment other than this leap, I maintain he would leap not just this trench, but 1-3 times again as wide. Consider for a moment ancient lore such as Greek mythology. Wouldn't the strength that the gods granted Hercules be more a corollary condition of spiritual beatitude and a poor mind? Other learned texts speak of the alcoholic, antisocial, and of the whole aberrant nature of this hero. All of these are signs of poor intelligence and ignorance of the positive or negative aspects of one's environment. His permanent dialogue with the gods and the fact that these deities flatter our hero regarding his potency drives him to an enraptured state that is characterized by chronic recklessness and complete faith concerning the success of his prowess. Recklessness and disregard of the world are the same qualities of the child. Let us imagine that amazing strength serving a weak but uninhibited mind. Here is a being, with or without the presence of gods, who would possess outside forces, Furthermore, we could imagine much more or worse, and the thought sometimes frightens me. Let us imagine a man, big and well-formed, such as that ancient hero, but now with the intellectual capabilities of the brightest scholars. Further assume that one reason or another they have disconnected from their environment and society, falling into a condition close to childhood. Let us further hypothesize for reasons of survival or due to an impressible and violent emotion such as love or worse, hate. This being is driven to act. Then I maintain that there is no force on earth, be it physical or celestial, capable of stopping such a feat. Mental power totally concentrated on the unique act is such a ray of pure energy that it will draw all known and unknown forces from a man. Realized from the hindrances of social thought and other scruples, they will become a human cyclone. The power unleashed would be so awesome, it would turn even the bloodthirsty animals of the Dark Continent into arthritic canaries.
Dr. Blensmoth's book, Mind, Its Strength and Its Secrets. Promising title.
Yes, promising indeed.
This book appears to be an inventory ledger. However, it is in code, and I don't have the time to properly decipher it. I see Dr. Gyjax's signature at the bottom of each page. Interesting. This book must detail his shipments to England.
Interesting. Grasshopper Company, import and export Zurich. Dear Dr. Gygax, my secretary has informed me that you suspended further shipments of your orders for some of our products. This is quite disturbing, since you are well aware that significant liberties were taken with the laws of this country in order to acquire these goods on your behalf. You should know that the quantity of goods stored in my warehouse is considerable and was imported in anticipation of your stated needs. Taking into account the potential danger which retains these goods and that my warehouse represents, I have lowered their price 2 times over in an effort to dispose of them. I trust you understand that discovery of these substances in my warehouse by the local authorities would lead to the undesirable necessity of having to explain myself, and it would prove most difficult to conceal their intended destination, which would be your establishment. Best regards, F. Schnitzer.
This letter is dated 2 weeks ago.
Really? Okay, see.
This product is primarily composed of potash, which, if blended in precise proportions with water and chlorine, creates a spectacular smoke. But I will also need a bottle or container of some sort. These cans won't do, they're too large.
Oh, okay. Had to figure something else out. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me just double checking for interaction pieces. Okay, yep, we're done. Let's see, double check here. Yeah, we checked the scale. Let us click it, but we couldn't do anything with it.
Scale.
Which
This
is
won't
weird.
be of any use to me.
Yeah, that was so weird. It's like it lets us click on it, but yet we don't do anything with it. So I think it's time to go upstairs, if I recall.
Closed. Tight.
Okay, yep. We are done. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, because that one guy caused some trouble, so we can run up here now. So yeah. And if you need to travel back for some reason, you could go back on your map, I guess. Yeah, every time it does that means you can fast travel on your map. Usually don't really have to do that, but I guess I'm glad the game did that. All right, there's some keys. Not the cheese, the keys.
Closed. Tight.
Yeah, just clip the... Actually, that would kind of reminds me of a certain president, if you know what I mean.
Closed. Tight.
Yeah, doesn't work on that, huh? Alright, what about this door?
I have no reason to go there.
Maybe I want to go there. Did you ever think about them nonsense? But anyway. Okay, so anyway, let's do what we did before and use the spoon to open the door. Except we don't have to do a puzzle again, so thanks for that, I guess.
As long as I keep my distance, I now appear as if I am a male nurse.
Alright, let's see if we can take a look at ourselves. How dapper we are. Hop, 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 hop. Take apple a day and all that rot. Oh, anyway. Anything else I can interact with? I don't think so. Okay. Ooh. Stained glass. Nice. Yeah, just don't get too close. There's a patient over there. A room we can click on right there. Now let's go through the garden first.
Nurse, make him stop. He must stop that.
What is the problem, madam?
Bauer must stop at once. The birds have not been fed for 2 days. Bauer must have taken the seed.
I want them to fly. Fly out, fly out. When they fly, birds will be everywhere, and all the men in white will run all around. Run everywhere. Yes, fly, little men, after the birds. Run here, run there, run everywhere, men in white. Run. They won't see me, the men in white. Chase the little birds far, far away from here. Then I will go where I like. Go here, go there, go everywhere.
Extraordinary. These are all bird variants that can speak.
Interesting. Yeah, I was talking about one flew over the cuckoo's nest, am I right? I can't actually interact with you. Yeah,
This lock is too complex for this tool.
Okay, yeah, he repeats himself. So, yeah, that's something.
Water.
Alright, let's fill up the water tin with this. Or meal tin, I mean. So, there's the outside, or the... Just knock her out and leave, even though we need to find out the mystery, so... I guess I can't interact with you. Actually, we need to actually go back downstairs, but...
Now my smock will not help me. I must avoid being noticed.
Yeah, you can't, because you'll recognize us. So... Alright, let's see if there's anything else I can interact with. Nope, okay. Can't talk to the girl here. She can look at us with her face tracking, but that's it. Okay. Let's go back downstairs. Actually, can we go in here?
Closed. Tight.
Okay, that one's closed. Yeah, we're basically trying to find a way to get past that guy. So let's see if we can find another solution. So let's go back down the stairs. So we want to equip the keys. We need to go back to that one room that we were trapped in, or locked in earlier. I don't know why we need the keys to do that, but okay. Hey, dude.
Lord, what a stench. This wretch reeks of alcohol. Taking into account his state, he has also been dosed with a good...
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I don't know why I went in here. I meant to go in this room. Let's see, who's in here? Oh, no, it doesn't say. Another crazy man. Can teleport back here if we want to.
Excuse me, miss.
Go away, you swine. Leave, or I'll make you bleed.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, as you can tell, they reused the model. They just changed her hair up. Oh, well.
Oh, where are you hiding? Where are you? Don't leave me all alone. Hide you.
Oh, dear.
Closed. Tight.
Okay. Let's see what other doors we can unlock with these keys. Let's see, that goes upstairs. Of course, your door will be locked. Oh, yeah, we can't. We can only... Okay, in here. Yeah, good thing some order. G. Berta. You have another Same female model.
I must be careful to avoid attention. I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients.
Yeah, so we'll figure that out.
Who are you? You are not the nurse. Give them to me. I beg you.
What do you need?
Small pink crystals, please. In the laboratory.
Okay, so yeah, we already have that. So I skipped it. I basically just got the stuff already. So there's the pink crystals, and we need to put it in water. So, all right, highlight that.
Here it is, my friend. You must tell me where.
Make the male nurse leave, and I will tell you anything you want.
All right, where's the key to the aviary?
The mad girl. Bring her doll to her. She knows.
I should find a way to get rid of the nurses so I may quietly move about this floor and speak with the patients.
But we basically gave him Pepto-Bismol. Okay, and yeah, this is oh no, sorry. Go back to that one lady's cell. Yeah, you said give her the doll, so let's give her the doll then. We actually already grabbed the doll a while back, so. Yeah, I don't have to keep the key equipped, so.
Look who is here to see you, miss.
Heidi! Heidi! You are here! The bad men took you away, but you came back.
Heidi told me she wanted to come back to you. She also told me that you know how to free the kind birds from their cage.
Bad men took Heidi away. They said I was a bad girl because I cut off the head of that nasty brute. But he started it. He was bad first.
He did terrible things, this bad man?
Oh, yes. He came in the night for us. He took Heidi and I to his room, near the birds. And he was very, very nasty with me. He had the key to the bird's house and said if I wasn't a good girl, he would send them away. I didn't like that, because Heidi loves the birds.
So, my child, the key to the birdhouse is upstairs in his room?
Yes, it's there. Now the lady lives there, but I am not allowed to see the birds anymore.
Thank you very much.
What is that, Heidi? Oh, you want to thank the gentleman. And you have a present for him. What a sweet girl you are. Oh, I agree. Heidi wants to thank you and says to tell you a secret. When I cut the bad man's head, she didn't want him to ever come back, so she hid the key in her belly.
We are in your debt, young lady, and our humble thanks to you, Heidi.
Heidi, child of the mountains.
Well, that was a lovely interaction with someone who projects themselves onto a little doll there. You take care of yourself. So it seems like this place is a little bit more complicated than we realized. With all the people down here trapped in their own minds, will we end up trapped in our own mind as well? Will Watson ever be able to get back inside this place to interact with the case? Will Sherlock Holmes end up being stuck in this place forever, considered a madman with his mad intellect, trapped inside of his own body in his own cell? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, I'll see you next time.